watch the music video. Okay, if you've never seen any of my videos before, my name is Nicole. I am the founder and editor-in-chief of Epifania. It is a lifestyle magazine. The link is in the description below. We interview a lot of interesting women. We talk about travel, career advice, fashion, all that good stuff, everything that's in a woman's life. But here on YouTube, we do book reviews and beauty product reviews just because I truly believe like every woman should always be learning, and so therefore should be constantly reading. And then also beauty products, it's just really fun to talk about. So that is what we do here. I have not done a book review for you guys in a while because it's been a slow reading couple of months, okay? But I stuck to my guns and I really wanted to finish a book for you guys in January. So this is what I finished in January. It's just one book, no judgment. All right. It's Gregory Maguire, Mirror, Mirror. Now, it is, if you don't know who Gregory Maguire is, he is the author of Wicked. Wicked is that wonderful retelling of The Wizard of Oz. It's wonderful in the sense of how he retold it, but it's like not wonderful because he sort of killed what you believed in. He does that. But anyways, great novel, and it became one of those sensational plays. So that novel, the play, I got to see the play. It's awesome. So give that book a go, then watch that play, and then your life will be complete. So Mirror, Mirror, though, is a retelling of Snow White, that classic fairy tale that we all know and love, with the nice 7 dwarves, and they're just so helpful, and it's just so beautiful. And then like the evil stepmother, is it stepmother? Yes. Dies. Yeah, the stepmother. She dies. Yeah, he changes that all up in this book. All right. So Mirror, Mirror takes place between 1502 to 1519 in Italy. So Snow White is actually Bianca de Nevada. I want to say Nevada. That sounds better. And she lives in this beautiful farm on top of a hill with her father, the maid, and their friar, because back then, I think if you had any land and has some kind of money, you could have like your own personal friar. And if you don't know what a friar is, like a priest. And I'm going to go with a priest and not a pastor, because it is Italy, 1502, the Pope is in power. So I'm going to go with everyone's Catholic. So sort of a priest. And has like their own little chapel. So she just lives on top of this hill. She never really goes into the village because her dad sort of forbids it. And yeah, she just has this very picturesque life, you know, very simple. You could tell she wants more. She wished she had like kids to interact with, knew more about her mom, but none of that. And so then her life changes drastically when she's 7. A very powerful family comes to visit, and the father owes them a favor. And this family is a very powerful family that you do not say no to. And now this is where Gregory Maguire uses like his history buff, history nerd skills. Is he likes to tie in historical figures, historical facts, weave them into a story. And so the powerful family is actually I'm gonna slaughter the last name. Borgia. How do you say it? Anyways, it is an actual family. I'll put the link in the description below. Also, I think there's a show on Netflix on them. Think Game of Thrones kind of family. There's incest. They kill. You know, they conquer lands. Their dad's the Pope. They're just like a really powerful, ruthless family. This is who comes to visit them. Isn't that great? Yeah. Who doesn't want someone like that to visit you? So he owes them a favor, but I never really thought it was a fair trade. It's sort of like if I lended you $5 and then not only do I expect you to give me $10 back, which is double what you gave me, but I also want to like take your property, and then I also want to marry your significant other, and then I want to kill your child, and then that's fair. This is how the family thinks that is fair. Like, it's like, no, like, the favor he did for you was like this. Like, now you're asking for everything. Like, makes no sense. But you can't say no to his family because his family kills, and did I mention their dad's the Pope, so they could kill you and nothing will happen to you. In fact, maybe they will actually become saints or something. I don't know. So the favor that is asked of him does require him to go on this journey. And you have to read the book to know what the favor is and what the journey is. So a few years pass, and the Bianca becomes like in her early teens. Anyways, the woman, so the family that comes is a brother and a sister. Let me backtrack. It's a brother and sister, Caesar and Lucerisa. I don't know. She's weird. Who cares? Anyways, wants her dead and asks that asks the grandson of the maid to kill her, to kill Bianca. So the maid's grandson is asked by the Grace woman to kill Bianca. He's a hunter, and I think on any other day he wouldn't mind doing something like that, but he doesn't want to kill Bianca. So just like in the fairy tale, he takes her out to the woods, kills like another animal, and gives that heart as proof that she's dead. So Bianca wakes in the woods years later. She somehow slept for years. And when she wakes up, it's sort of she went to bed she fell asleep at like 12 or something, 10, 12, and wakes up at 17 with on her period. And the way they describe her period, so funny. It's like, can you imagine being on your period in a weird home with odd looking, short people that you're not really sure are people, because in the book they sort of describe them as like boulders, and you're just not sure if you're seeing things. And also, you don't really have clothes that fit you. And also, this is a time where there's no such thing as tampons or pads. Yay, period. Okay, so that is what happens to her when she wakes up. And the story just goes on from there. Basically, Bianca and her father are just both at very different times make their way back up into to back home. And again, the book takes from 1502 to 1519, so it's a very long journey, okay? And I don't want to tell you what happens to them. I don't want to tell you what happens to the villains. You have to read the book to know all that, okay? I really enjoy this book. I love Gregory Maguire's retellings. He does a wonderful job at making very simple fairy tales that we all know and love, and make them into like adult stories. That's what I sort of like about it. I like that it's sweet and it's simple in the sense that I know this fairy tale, I know the story of Snow White. That's awesome. But that you add some historical facts into it to sort of thirst my adult palate, if you will. And I like that. Because it's hard to find a good young adult book that you don't feel like you're being talked down to or sort of dumbed down. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you get to a certain age, sometimes young adult books can be like really simple to the point where you're like, okay, seriously, I went to college for a reason. I like the fact that his books aren't like that. Sorry, I heard something. I live on the first floor, so I have people above me, and okay, I don't know. Sorry about that. And yeah, so again, Mirror Mirror, Gregory Maguire. Pick it up, enjoy it.